It's Growers Only Co. We're back, and we got two special guests today. First time we've actually ever brought in two people before. We have Canna Consults here. We have Petri Dish, and we have Johnny Rosin, man, killing the game. If you never heard of either of them, go check them out on Instagram. Great things to see. So Canna Consults. I mean, who better to tell you about Canna Consults than the two guys that own it themselves?
They came through with all the CBDs.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see the whole
CBDs.
Front line is, charging hard
They got
here.
the peanut butter CBD, liquid CBDs, lotions, drops, dogs,
stuff,
humans.
everything, man. Topicals, shit, man.
I'm sure the people could eat the dog stuff too. Okay.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
right?
Might even do it today. We'll see what happens.
All right, so Canna Consults. I am a white belt weed person.
Yeah.
I come in white belt. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And I get referred to Canna Consults.
Yep.
What goes down?
So basically the whole premise with us is we're here to help anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter if you're an experienced grower or, like you said, somebody who's brand new to cannabis, brand new to just the industry itself. So that's kind of our mission, is to help everybody and everybody. Doesn't matter what your experience level is, whether it be growing, if you're a current grower, you need help with your setup, if you're looking to get started, if you're having issues, we can help you with that. Everything down to CBD products like you see here. We carry a whole line of CBD, so our goal is to be there for the people, offer those services, and our line of CBD, our goal there is to be competitive with the pricing, to offer people quality CBD at a really, really affordable price. So if you were to go and compare us to other retailers, not only is the quality better, but our prices are as competitive as everybody. So that's really the premise. That was the idea from the start.
Consulting, it's more than just growing. Growing is just one aspect, one branch of the tree under the consult. So like, you could be older, in like an older age, and be like, can you just walk me through the dispensary process?
For sure, yeah.
Signing up,
a lot of people.
Through, I'm nervous walking in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what to choose. It's so much like.
That was a big thing too, is like there's that stigma and there's just that kind of nervous vibe for somebody who's starting out. Even even if you're someone who grew up maybe using cannabis back in the day and you grew up in that vibe where it was just always outlawed and you're kind of like never been into a dispensary, you've kind of never done that. So your first time walking in there is definitely intimidating, even if you are an experienced cannabis user. So or even somebody who's starting out, you may have somebody who has these ailments who can really benefit from cannabis or using these medical products, and either is just kind of scared to take that first step, or it's just been kind of having these kind of unfair wrong stigmas in their head that's kind of pushing them away from it. So we're here to help those people. We take questions. If people have anything they want to ask us, they can send it. Our website, cannaconsults.org. You can call us, you can text us, 401-375-0420. We're here all the time. Available. So and like you said, it's more than just growing. I mean, we even do like demos on rosin pressing, washing bubble hash.
So you can basically you're almost like basically taking somebody that's a white belt in the weed game, and you can walk them all the way to black belt.
For sure.
Pressing their own rosin, growing from their own flower. From all the way from every step to
edibles too. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to smoke. Some people are just and that's totally fine. So we can help them with other things like that. If you want, there's alternative products out there, whether it be CBD, whether it be edibles. So you don't necessarily have to be out there growing and smoking cannabis to use these products and benefit from it. But definitely, we want to be a resource, and like I said, not only just for experienced people who may need help, but especially for people who are looking to take that first step, are really nervous, have questions, kind of don't know really where to start. That's kind of why we're here, for sure.
Because I'm thinking in my head, like, if somebody like my mother, which has no idea what the fuck's going on, wanted to start to get into like the medical uses of weed, her sleeping, whatever it was, she would have no idea what to do. And if I wasn't there, she would literally need something. She'd be scared to go into to even get the license. She would be like, I don't know, everything's sketchy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. So like to have a service like that, I haven't even heard of anything. I've never heard of anything in Rhode Island other than you guys that do something like that. That would take somebody and be like, all right, we're gonna walk you through this. Don't worry about nothing. I got this under control. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and that's kind of what we want to be here for. Though there's medical doctors out there that will issue your cannabis card and kind of get you in the your foot in the door basically. But after that, you're kind of guiding on your own. Yeah. You're kind of
you might
trying to figure it out. You don't know where to go from there.
And then you go and buy some crazy weed, or you look at rosin, you have no idea what the hell that is.
For sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, so if you are like, you're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna walk. We're not gonna give you top shelf, highest quality weed, straight sativa, and then have you go home and just be paranoid, looking out the window like, this is way too intense for me. You know what I mean? Like anxiety way through the roof.
That's a big thing too. Is educating
you want to like
people.
Educate them, gradually walk them up the
for
scale.
sure. Like starting, like you know, whether somebody wants to start out smoking or if they want to start on edibles, like edibles especially, like you have to be aware of what you're doing, the onset time, your tolerance, because somebody could put themselves in a really uncomfortable spot or just take too much, and that's something you want to avoid. Obviously,
spot comes from edibles.
Definitely.
For sure, yeah, and it's because. And like, I mean, somebody may have a really low tolerance to edibles and a really high tolerance to smoking. So just because you can smoke a ton of flower doesn't mean you can take a lot of edibles.
Yeah, that's true. That's
then vice versa.
I feel like that's a big misconception too. That's a lot of people's like
going to a dark.
Or your size, they think because you're a big dude, you can eat a lot of edibles. It doesn't depend on that. It's your it's your cannabinoid system that.
Yeah, it's the receptors.
It's like per the individual, absolutely.
So, yeah,
it truly is.
So, it depends, but I mean, to your point, I think you nailed it really well. Is what we're trying to do is just be there for like the whole aspect of the cannabis community, and really just in various facets, whether it be CBD products, whether it be consulting, whether it be first time growers, whether it be experienced growers, whether it be people who are trying to learn how to make edibles because they're more into the healthier lifestyle. They don't want to be smoking, ingesting and stuff like that. You get athletes too that may not be looking to smoke or vape, and that's totally fine. So those are people that we're trying to obviously be able to assist as well, for sure.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
That is awesome.
It's almost like doing the weed community like a huge favor. I don't even know what to call it. Favor is not even like the right word.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
It's all about helping each other.
Because I have gotten direct messages from like people in like Ohio or and they're like, I don't even know how to. I'm like, I'm not from Ohio. I have no idea what's going on. They don't have a Canna consults in Ohio that'll walk them through that. They're just they're fucked. They just gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? Take your bumps and bruises, and then by the end of it, you kind of know what's going on a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just where the industry's heading, we're just trying to be there for the people.
Yeah, we want to be inclusive, not exclusive.
Yep. So that's always been a goal for sure. So. Yeah, I think you nailed it perfectly. So
that's pretty
nailed
sick,
it
dude.
I got goosebumps. That was good. Well said.
Yeah. So how did you guys start? Like how did you guys meet? Like how did this come together? Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, what was the pop? Like what was like, yo, we should do, did something happen? Did somebody ask you a question one day and then you were like, yo, we should definitely do this for the people?
We kind of just were a good blend between me just kind of working, like both of us kind of working in the industry, just doing our own kind of facets. So John is like, the wizard of the caregiver and, the whole process of growing and making the products. He's, as good as they come. And I kind of had more experience on, the working with patients and dealing with them kind of the one-on-one side and more of, interaction there. So it worked out where we just kind of were the perfect mesh of just, kind of putting it together and wanting to be there. We kind of had this passion of we both wanted to help, like you said, patients and help people, whether it be, new people into the industry or current users. So it was kind of the perfect blend between, him having that background, me having the background that I do, both being in the industry, and then just kind of putting our backgrounds together, and it just kind of really...
Kind of where you guys kind of play off each other.
Yeah, it kind of meshed really well, where we both have kind of our strengths and specialties, and kind of play off that, so...
I feel you, 'cause I feel like that's what we do kind of too, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wash, he dries.
Yeah, there you go.
He cooks, I clean.
Right?
That's where it's up.
And it's worked out, so yeah.
That's cool.
Really
who thought of the name?
I did actually, yeah. So, it's just something that I came up with a while back, kind of when I was getting started. I'm not gonna lie, kind of had this like vision, and then just it kind of all played together when John and I kind of met, and that's kind of was like the key turning point of like, okay, this will really work. You know what I mean? I got the right,
Well, because I feel like it's a unique position, right? It's not a position where you go, I want to be in the weed industry. Let me be a consultant.
Yeah.
That's not, no. You go, I want to be in the weed industry. I want to grow weed and sell it to the dispensary and have my, that's like the that's the stereotypical thing.
Yeah.
So you guys go, hold on. I want to be in the weed industry, but I'm not going to do the stereotypical thing, which is the straight line of, I want to be in the weed industry, caregiver, this one, that one, start selling the dispensary, right?
Yep.
You were like, oh, and then, but you positioned yourself in a way that there was nobody else playing that position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna
For sure.
come to your house and show you how to make edibles or tinctures.
That's
or,
another thing, yeah.
That's fucking true.
You know what I mean?
That's what
so
no,
true.
yeah. If anything, they're gonna keep that a closely guarded secret and be like, I don't want anybody knowing my recipe.
Yeah.
I don't want you figuring
for
this
sure.
out. You
For
know
sure.
what I mean?
And everything we do like is on the up and up. I mean, we're totally legit. We're a registered company. We work with registered patients. So everything we do is totally legit. And that was our goal. Is this industry luckily is now becoming legit and being legitimized. So that's one thing that's worked in our benefit. And I don't know that this is something that would have worked 10 years ago. Probably not, because the program wasn't even in place like it is now. So we've that's been a benefit for us, you know what I mean? So definitely. But like to your point, we'll come help you anything, whether it be if you're someone who's new into cannabis, you don't want to smoke, but you want to learn how to make edibles because maybe you can't sleep at night, and you've got insomnia and you don't want to take narcotics and anything like that, and so you're looking to try medical cannabis to see if it's going to help you. So we'll come to your house, show you how to make edibles, show you how to do it the right way, the safe way. It's just various aspects of things, whether it be that, whether you're a grower and you want to start pressing your own rosin now, you want to take
just thinking that in my
you've
head.
got
My
all
next
this
question.
product and you've got
Being a black belt grower,
you want
having the product, but every time you go and press, it doesn't come out like a Rhode Island's Finest or like an ELO or like a Mammoth or something like that. And you're like, what am I doing different? What am I doing wrong? You just got to get into, like, it's one question away. You know what I mean?
And that's what we've done. We've done that. We've done new grows. We've gone and helped people with their current grows. So every aspect, honestly, we've done.
Why
it,
am
and
I
that's
leaves?
what we're here for.
Why am I my leaves doing this certain thing?
CalMag.
What is that? Just like the generic answer for everything?
It's a lot of different things, but a lot of different information.
Everyone to look at, right? Yeah. So.
But that's what I mean. It's so overwhelming that it's good to have like a backup, right?
And the
You know what I mean?
resource, for sure.
Like dispatch. Oh, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
911.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're here, like,
fucking cannabis 911.
There you go, right? And whether or not you want to, you're looking for our services necessarily, like I said, we're always there. So you have our email, you have our website, you have our phone number.
Just even prank call us at the very least.
For sure.
Or
Keep
say
me-
hi.
keep
Be
us
funny though.
entertained.
Be funny. If you're gonna troll,
Be creative.
be funny.
Or else it's not
I
fucking
accept
working.
trolling if it's funny.
Nice.
If it's not funny, then it's whack. And I
this is
then I just
a
look at it
waste.
like, oh, you just
For sure,
wasted my
right?
time.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
disappointed. If you're gonna troll, be funny, because then I
Right.
can laugh about it. It's funny. You know what I mean?
It's all in good fun. So, but yeah, cannaconsults.org. Obviously, our info there. The phone number's up there too, 401-375-0420. Tried to make it.
Oh shit, you guys got the
Try to
420?
keep it as try to keep it as
Did you
fitting.
plan
as
That's some old school
I did,
90s
yeah.
shit, right? Because like as being a kid, you listen to the TV and it'd be like, how the fuck did they get that specific number as like the same address as the place that is the phone number is the same address as the place or something crazy like that?
So yeah,
Oh, we should definitely smoke some.
All right.
I think it's been too long already that we haven't.
let's do it.
Boom, like magic. We had nothing rolled up. Something rolled up. Internet magic.
So what do we have here in the blunt?
This is some wedding cake. Yeah, this is some of my wedding cake.
Super fire breaking it up, super pungent on the nose.
First
All
thing
for
I ever
first
grew was
grow.
White Widow.
Nice.
Because it was like, I had read that it wasn't hard. It wasn't like super complex and hard to like, from start to finish. It wasn't one of those crazy ones.
To grow that strain.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
could, you can keep it. I feel like growing is like, it's almost like keeping it in bounds, right? Almost like bowling, right? And like the lane for White Widow is just wider, right? And then
Yeah.
like there's some strains where like it's a narrow, you gotta be
Sure.
on top of the lane. It's like this, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like sometimes you have this much room to play with, and then so I wanted to make sure that was my first time growing.
Yeah.
I picked like nutrients that was
Something-
super easy for me
Yeah,
to deal with.
for sure.
I picked a strain that was gonna be like easy from start to end.
Yeah,
Not
that's
too much
definitely a way to do
And
it.
I did
Keep
ebb and
it-
flow.
Keep it simple for sure.
Nice.
Ebb and flow is so easy, dude.
You
Like
keep it simple, have a system, like have a plan, just follow the directions and
Stay consistent.
yeah.
That's the
you know,
biggest thing too.
for sure, yeah.
like I kept the ebb and flow. These are all like, you know how much I could have just called you guys. You know how much reading I did to be like, I want to make it the easiest I can for me and still have a great product. And then I moved into soil, which is when I got that super lemon haze that came out fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I got all that knowledge from just
Super lemon haze was fire.
just that White Widow batch that I did that I was like figuring it all out. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like learning how to walk basically.
Mm-hmm. Newborn giraffe. Buckling at the knees.
Oh, I was buckling, dude.
So how'd your first one go?
It didn't go that bad, but I didn't get the yield. It was like I was pumped that I accomplished the task.
Yeah.
But I had my expectations.
Oh.
I was being told things that wasn't true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was being told that like I was gonna get like a mass amount of weed. Once I had dried it all and like cured it and everything, and I was like, it was like a quarter of what I thought that people were talking in my ear, right? They were like, well, you're gonna have this. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so like that was disappointing. So I stopped listening to that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to take everything with like a grain of salt. It's like there's so much information out there, and people say like nothing's black and white, but we're trying to make it black and white. Like if you got a solid like feeding schedule, you got a recipe for there. You know, boom. You know, environment. Keep your environment like this. Boom. It's like we're setting you up for success.
It's almost like that's what life is. It's figuring out the gray. Right, you know what the black is, you know what the white is, and everybody daily is just trying to figure out what the gray is.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And John's been kind of he's kind of the expert grower. He's the whiz on that aspect. So you know what I mean. He's got the knowledge base for, you know, any questions that people are looking for. Even me myself, if I have grow questions,
So
I go to.
you're a caregiver, right?
Yep.
So what do you like? Why do you love being a caregiver? Like, what made you want to be a caregiver?
I don't know. I got into it. Had a friend introduce me to a patient, legit patient. He had like pancreatitis. He was hurting. Weed was the only thing to help him, you know, to keep him from throwing up.
Okay.
He was just constantly smoking all day long.
And he was throwing up before he was smoking. He was throwing up like multiple times a day.
Yeah. He couldn't eat. So
dude, imagine throwing up multiple times a day.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
like your stomach. First, you'd have a six pack. You would be ripped, but you might be in like the most sore pain in the world all the time.
Probably can't eat either.
Yeah. So he, you know, it would get all inflamed. He couldn't eat. His back would be killing him. So you know, I started growing for him.
Okay.
You know, and was just hooking him up, and he's like, dude, you're saving my life, man. And like, you know, at first when I started growing, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was using all kinds of different nutrients. I wish someone would have came to me and be like, listen, use this feeding schedule, do it for this long, blah, 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 you know, boom. But
I just thought of a great analogy for you guys. You guys are the fucking fitness trainers of the weed world. Right? If I wanted to get jacked, right, you would say, I need you to eat this many carbohydrates, this much fat, this much protein. You need to go work out twice a day. I need you to have a press day, chest day, leg day, right? And you would schedule it, right? And I would be like, oh, I work this day, this day, this, and you would work around my schedule.
A routine. Yeah, we get
it all just popped in when he started saying it. He was like feeding schedule, and I'm like, it sounds like a fitness guru right there, like somebody you would call to like a trainer, right?
Yeah. But it's true though, having like a regimen or like a routine, especially if you're a first-time grower, just sticking to, you know what I mean, we can set you up with that, everything down to the nutrients, the specific guidelines of the feeding schedule, what nutrients you're going to use, everything from your first week of veg all the way down to your, you know, down to the flush. So, you know what I mean? It's having that knowledge resource. John is great with that. You know what I mean? He'll, whatever type of grow setup you're looking for, whether it be one plant, whether it be 25 plants, you know what I mean?
So you're not going to just tell them to do curls. You're going to tell them to do curls a certain way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I need you to do curls this way, not just bang them out, swing your body.
Start off with this weight, too.
And everybody's different. Like, you may be growing in a closet in your bedroom. You have a whole basement that you can run. You know what I mean? It depends. Like, everybody's got different space. You have different environmental factors. You have, you know, everything down to maybe your neighbors, you know, kids, anything. You know, there's a lot of different variables that go into it. So that's one thing, is being flexible. Like, we're very flexible. It doesn't matter, you know, what your situation is. We can definitely help you out.
That is sick, dude.
For sure.
That's solid, man. That's what's missing in the industry, man. Well, not anymore.
Help!
I need somebody. I caught that one.
So let's talk about some of these products you guys brought along.
All right.
So where do you want to start?
Definitely.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So we got a whole lot of CBD products that we carry here. We carry the CBD MD brand. We carry that specifically because we stand by that brand as far as, you know, quality, cleanliness, everything about it. So that there's a reason why we carry that brand
So CBD
specifically.
MD, I've been seeing them around.
Yeah.
Like, I watch a lot of
If you watch,
MMA.
If you watch
and
that,
I see like MMA fighters with them like on their shorts. It's got CBDMD on their shorts, and I'm like, oh shit, like they're getting around.
They're getting real big. If you watch the 3-on-3 basketball too, I've seen they're a sponsor of that now on CBS. They sponsor that. A lot of MMA guys, I've seen like a lot of like NASCAR, like are just kind of like race car drivers and stuff like that. So and I think obviously there's a lot of the way CBD is kind of taken off recently. There's a lot of products out there. That's the lotion. Honestly, that's probably one of our these two topicals are probably one of our best selling products. As far as pain, inflammation, if you have muscle joint soreness, anything like that, I use that all the time on my neck. I have a serious neck issue where just my whole shoulder gets just like ripped up and inflamed and just kills me. I can't sleep at night a lot of times, so I'll rub that all over. And honestly, that works great. That comes in different strengths. That's a 1500, so
1500 milligrams.
That's the big boy right there. That's gonna give you the best relief. But yeah, we have a whole line of products starting with the topicals. There's there's different strengths, different styles of topicals. You got the tubs, you got the squeezes, from there, we carry obviously like your traditional tinctures in various sizes. You got
this is a tincture.
That's the tincture. That's just a log.
This is the one I was really interested in.
So the tinctures come all the way from 300 all the way up to the big boys. We're starting to carry. Was the biggest one? I think it's 3,000, or do we have the 5,000?
What's the recommended daily, like milligram?
So the starting dosage on that one, like a 300, the lowest dosage is a 10 milligram per dose. I'd probably recommend maybe taking that probably twice a day, honestly, like once in the morning, once at night. So probably 10 milligrams twice a day, maybe like a 20 milligram starting dose.
20 milligram starting dose.
Yeah,
daily?
I mean, I would recommend starting like that. I think a lot, you could start with a 10 milligram. I think ideally I would do like a 10 milligram drop morning and afternoon or night. And then kind of go from there. One thing with CBD is that the true benefits you're not going to see necessarily instantaneously. You're going to get some instantaneous relief, but you really need to take it consistently for a couple weeks at a time, build it up in your system, and that's when you're going to see the long-term benefits and the true relief. It's going to really long-term help your joint pain if you have people with arthritis or serious inflammation. There's immediate effects, but the biggest thing is you got to take it consistently and you have to stay with it, or else you're not going to see the true benefit of it. So It's not like taking it here or there, like, oh, today I took a drop, tomorrow I forgot.
It's almost like taking a vitamin once in a while. Like
it's
if you
like
take
a diet. You have to stay
a vitamin once in a while, it's not doing anything
for sure. Yeah, and that's the big thing with CBD, and people have to understand that is there's obviously instantaneous benefits, but the true benefit and the true medicinal properties, you have to make sure you're building it up in your system and taking it consistently, whether it be 20 milligrams a day. Some people will take a high dosage, like John takes a really high dosage every day to alleviate various symptoms. So that's one thing people should keep in mind when using CBD, whether it be like a tincture, the gummies, anything you're ingesting like that you're actually eating. That's important to keep it like that. But obviously using a combination of both, like a tincture, gummies, and the topicals, that's a great combination for people who have serious pain or ailments or stuff like that and don't want to have any psychoactive stone feelings. So you got a lot of people that maybe would are now open to these products or the use of cannabis and hemp because with CBD, you don't have those psychoactive properties where you could use it and not be stoned and have that kind of psychoactive property.
You can rub this and you won't test positive for nothing.
Nothing. And even with the tinctures, these are all broad spectrum. So what that means is that the THC has been taken out. There's no THC in these. There's absolutely
so you
none.
could have a drug test
and you'd be fine.
Totally fine.
Yep.
That's what's up.
And that's the first question. Does it have THC in it? Because I had a CBD tincture, and I was on the floor. Half hour later.
Yeah. So that's one thing that that's great about it. Whether it be, like I said, the various line of products we offer, and now even expanding into the line
it does have like a cooling effect.
Yeah, right.
It does it's almost like a eucalyptus feel.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it hits you, and then it once it gets in, it has like a cooling effect. Like I can feel it right on the elbow right now.
Definitely. So
it smells really good.
Yeah, I mean, I use it. John uses it. All the feedback I've gotten on those products has been nothing but positive. We've honestly never had a dissatisfied customer to this point. You know what I mean? We're always here for people. Obviously, people have issues, or if there's a problem with the product, we always stand by it. So we're here to take care of any issues, if anything.
And you got for veterinary use too. dogs?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, we also have the line of pet products now that we carry. So it's called
CBD?
Paw CBD now. So everything from dog specific tinctures, where we have tinctures that are peanut butter flavored. We have tinctures that are catnip flavored for cats. You could even get apple flavored tinctures if you're a horse person and you have you breed horses and things like that.
It goes that deep.
Yep, it goes that deep for real, for real. You know what I mean? And with the tinctures, it's for the pets. It's tinctures. You can see there's peanut butter for dogs. There's hip and joint chews now that we just started carrying.
I know that's
which
got to
is
be
really
the
awesome.
most popular dog
Issue.
CBD situation thing going on.
And that's a relatively new product. So we just started carrying that literally just like a couple weeks ago. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out our website. Our prices are, like I said, as competitive as anybody. I don't think you're gonna. I legit don't think you're gonna find it cheaper anywhere. And if you do, send us an email, tell us, because
would there be an issue?
I'm sure we'd either beat or match their price, to be honest with you. So if you find anything cheaper, you know what I mean, send us an email, let us know, and we will definitely beat her on it for sure.
Same quality.
Though that's another thing. I'm saying that brand. Like if you find anything like that, but that's another thing. Yeah, same quality. You know what I mean. That's a good thing to keep in mind.
So like,
we stand by the product. So
could I take one of these for myself, or just give it to my dog too?
For which one is that?
Just like a regular CBD tincture. That's not
Definitely.
unaffected.
The unflavored one, I would. Yeah, there is one specific for dogs. But more so if you think the flavoring. But I don't think you could give if you were gonna give it to your pet, I would do the natural flavored regular tincture, not the flavored one. But otherwise, there's a specific one for
Peanut butter flavored.
actually for dogs. So that's actually you can take it out of the box.
Every dog loves peanut butter.
This is an actual.
We need to make a commercial though.
It's like the
And this
universal.
is a $750. So for a pet, this is a pretty. This would be for like a large sized dog, obviously. The dog ones are going to go from 150, 300 to 750. So this is like the strongest for dogs. So obviously you wouldn't want to start like a small pet or small dog off with something like this.
Like a 55-pound husky.
Yeah, you'd want to be giving this to a large size dog, and it'll tell you. So like this is for a dog typically around like up to 50 pounds. So,
Perfect.
So, but yeah, it's there's a lot of options out there. I think the pet options are great because for a multitude of things, it's not just their like those products emulate the hip and joint pain, any general pain or as your dogs age and stuff like that, their joints obviously start to deteriorate and they have issues there. That and just general anxiety. If you have a dog with behavioral issues or anxiety, it's just really high strung. It's gonna help with that too. So it's kind
when
of a combination.
When I feed my dog
of both.
CBD treats, he's pumped.
Yeah.
Like he does the whole sit, paw, everything. He's not like, it's like to him it's a treat.
Yeah.
Like he has no idea what's going on.
For
He's
sure.
just like, oh, that tastes horrible. I don't want to eat that. I don't have to like sneak it in bologna or anything. He's just like, I'm like, sit. He's like, sit. He's a paw. He's like, yeah, come on, give it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, he's ready for it.
I think it's like cheese and bacon flavor, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the last video I had a CBD treat. The last video we did, he was in, and that's how I got him to sit on the chair because I had a CBD treat in my hand.
So I was like, treat.
Yeah, I was like, I'm holding it in my hand, and he's like, "What's going on? You
So that one's catered.
I had like one scene I wanted to get him in one scene.
Yeah.
We have one specifically that we carry for that. Yeah, this one is that one specifically. It's bacon flavored. That's what it is.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
these are bacon flavored hip and joint chews.
See, I feel like my dog would benefit from that. My dog has hip and joint issues.
Brock.
His back leg and shit. He would love that. So
Brock's a big boy though.
Yeah, so pets, humans, everything, and in every strength and size basically. So even vapes too. We don't have any of the vapes out here, but if you're into vaping CBD, which is obviously a really convenient, quick medicating way of using CBD.
I think people haven't thought of this, but I think I should put it out there. If you're gonna quit smoking cigarettes and you're gonna go to vape, right, and even
CBD.
if you're gonna go nicotine-based vapes, that's fine. But we're gonna take you away slowly, right? So you go smoke cigarettes, pack a day, then you start smoking like a Juul or something like that, right? Then you start replacing the Juul thing with the CBD cartridge. So you're just that hand-to-mouth motion at this point it's the last thing you gotta get rid of. You just get rid of the nicotine addiction. First you get rid of the cigarette addiction because that's all the other things in it. Then you get rid of the nicotine addiction. Then you get rid of that hand-to-mouth motion of wanting to smoke all the time. You know what I mean? Of like eating chips. That's how like people that smoke
For sure.
quit smoking, they get fat because they do this still with potato chips. You know what I mean?
They still need to.
I think that's a great point, though.
It's psychological. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, that's a big thing that's been brought up lately, like CBD being used to help quit smoking. And I think you nailed it. Like it's you can use it as an alternative, or you can kind of start to like
it's a
vape
solid
the CBD,
step to use.
Step off
it's
it.
Such
Yeah,
a good tool.
And not only that is the CBD is going to help to help calm you down and help your cravings on top of it. So not only are you having that kind of like motion where you can kind of still feed that nerve, but that kind of like that tendency, but you're also the CBD is helping you calm down those cravings too at the same time. So it's like it's a combination of both.
That's why
too.
CBDs came through.
But I think
like
it's great.
wave.
I think anybody who's trying to quit smoking should definitely consider trying to incorporate some CBD for sure.
Another thing about the whole Canna console is there is so much CBD rhetoric. Like, I just drive down the road and everybody has a flag out that says CBD sold here.
Yeah.
And they sell like furniture or something random. Like it's the most random thing. It's like these are the things, two things that even belong together, right?
Gas station CBD.
Everybody's selling CBD.
Yeah.
Gas station CBD. Exactly.
Yep.
It's just so much. The market is so overpumped.
For sure.
But to have like an ally to be like, well, you want to avoid all of that.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's different types of hemp CBD.
Because there's pieces of shit out there that do shit, scumbag shit with their products.
For sure. And like the stuff you gotta watch, like like you said, the products, the stuff that it's cut with. Like if you're buying like CBD vapes from a gas station, you have to look. Well, what's in it besides just the CBD? Like what's
well, that's
it
what I'm saying.
with?
If you're on a comment, you don't want to
So.
work all day and then go home and do research on your CBD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if Canna Console, it's like, yo, we stand by the CBD because they do work. They do the work. That's what they want to do.
Right.
They want to know everything about it so they can, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
We got this stuff third party tested.
So.
At MCR Labs.
So.
And drove it there. Got it tested.
So you did it all for your own. For
sure.
your own.
Yeah, before I
actually
jumped into
tested
this,
it
I'm
too.
like,
So
I
you-
want to know. I want to know what's in it.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That
So
is-
that we
like,
can stand by
that's
too.
solid, dude.
So yeah. So
That's
not
due
only-
diligence
so
on the highest level, right
it
there. You're
has-
like, no,
it
I'm gonna
has
take my
what it
own
has.
money to figure out if this is exactly what it says it is.
Yeah.
Up to the quality it says it is.
It was the it was exactly. It was the what's in it and it's the strength. Like we want to make sure, like if we're selling people this or you're taking it, that are you really getting 10 milligrams of CBD every time you take it? And it passed. It did. And that was the first thing we did before we started selling any of these products. So.
You heard it there. The word is backed.
Dude, I think I'm gonna start using
That's
some Canna
100%.
consoles.
Honestly, man. I'm
guys gonna be like-
definitely doing something for my dog today for
Do you
sure.
do therapy too? Somebody just call you from the road just to talk about
Do
things.
anything.
I need
We got
Talk
the
me
number.
down.
I know.
I'm on a cliff.
I know you guys. I know it says Canna before consoles, but the word console's still in there. You know what I mean? And I might just need to be like, yo, I've had a long day. I've been driving, and I just need somebody to talk to.
Hey, keep it
If anybody's freaking out on edibles, give us a call. We know how to walk you through it.
Dude.
You're just stoned.
That's huge.
It's okay.
That is,
That's huge.
don't go to the hospital and get that bill for no reason.
Yeah.
If you can figure out how to
they're
use
just
their
gonna
phone.
make you take that. Regardless, you're taking a ride, so you
For sure.
might as well take it in your own bed instead of.
And while we talk
some
about
weird place.
CBD, that's one thing that can help you a lot with that. If you end up in that specific situation, is
That's true,
CBD
too.
can help you bring down that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CBD can help, kind of, it can help negate some of the negative side effects of THC. Like if you, that's why having like a, some CBD, whether it be a 1-to-1 or part CBD,
Some
it's
kind of
good
balance.
because it's gonna balance out any, if you're prone to anxiety or if
High
you might get a
anxiety.
little bit, if you smoke and you like it, but sometimes you just, it gives you a little bit of anxiety. Having CBD is going to help counteract that and negate the, some of the negative, possible side effects of medicating with cannabis.
It actually decreases the effects of THC.
That makes sense because like I've taken a dab of some rosin before and then a dab of like CBD isolate or
Yep.
crystalline something, and it
Yeah.
like, literally gave me like a mellowed effect. It kind of
Exactly.
neutralized my high. I wasn't fucked up like I would
Oh.
normally
It
be. off
does. A
dab,
lot of
you know
people
what I mean?
will say that
It was
it kind of
cool.
like takes, not necessarily
I feel
takes
like
away
that
high,
that
but
battle
It
goes
was like
down.
leveling.
for sure.
Happens in
Yeah.
the plant as well. So
Yeah.
when you have a plant that's high CBD, it's almost always like a low THC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually.
that's true.
Yeah,
Like,
usually.
do they have strains where it's like a 50-50 blend all the way through?
the
Or
highest
Yeah,
50?
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the highest
definitely.
50-50 I've seen is like 10 and 10 recently, like a 10% CBD, 10% THC, so like 20% total. But yeah, there's definitely like 1-to-1 strains out there, like Pennywise.
Because the most
and
of
stuff
them
like
I've
that.
seen is just like a high CBD,
Like
low
a Charlotte's
THC,
Web
because that's what people
Cannatonic.
want, right?
Yeah.
That's what people like.
I think
Say
that,
that.
a lot of, there's definitely
definitely
a
the
big
market
market
for
out there
that.
for that. The people that, that don't want the THC because they
don't want to get high.
Yeah, they don't want to get high, and using CBD flower, you get that really instant. There's just a different effect. Like you get that instantaneous. There's just a little bit of a different effect when you're smoking like good like actual CBD flower. So you get people that like that because it really gives them that instantaneous relief and calming. But without getting like that stone head high, or some people that might use it in conjunction with like their high THC flower, so you can make a salad and combine the both together.
Which is gonna happen for years.
Yeah,
salads.
for sure, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's one of the
Yeah,
that's always good.
Imagine,
so,
yeah, come
for
through.
sure. But I think there's definitely a market out there for different people that want different things. CBD, especially with like epileptic seizures, you see a lot of stuff like that, like the strange Charlotte's Web. Wow, how it came about,
Yeah,
and
took off that.
Yeah,
took
and the
off.
reason why that strain was developed. You know what I mean, with that little girl and her seizures and stuff, and that's why that strain was developed, and just the research that's been done. Like, not saying it's the cure all, or if you have that issue it's gonna fix it completely, but
it's
a
one of
lot
those
of people who
pioneers in the
suffer
game.
from seizures, and I believe it's just specifically like epileptic seizures, CBD can really help that. And I specifically have spoken with patients who were on epileptic medicine and got off it and take just CBD, and the CBD works, and it's way safer. They don't have the side effects, and it's literally, it's no joke, it's literally taking them off their epileptic medicine.
Just
and
any
taking
medicine
it away.
to me, I don't like medicine. I have to. Doctor needs to be like, you have to take this every day
You
for me to
will
do
die.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, it's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I'm not, it's one thing is sometimes people get the perception with how popular CBD is that, it's going to cure all your ailments, it's going to fix everything. That's definitely not the case. It's for a lot of people, it's going to help for a lot of things, but, depending on who you are, it might be the right thing for you, for sure. There's a lot of really good benefits out there, for sure.
I hear that.
For sure.
All right, boom, man. It was dope. It's Growers Only Co. It's Canna Consults. It was lit. It's an ill-ass CBD line of products. If you don't know about them, Petri Dish is going to tell you all about it.
If you're not taking advantage of Canna Consoles, you're like, what are you doing? It's information that nobody, this is not available to everybody. In Rhode Island, we got it. We should use it.
For sure. So yeah, like I said, check us out, www.cannaconsults.org, 401-375-0420. Hit us up. You can call, you could even text that number, and we will get back to you too. You can hit me up at jeff@cannaconsults.org too. We got the Instagram at Canna_consults. Look for the symbol. You'll see the Canna Consult symbol. Just look for that. Look for the logo. You'll definitely find us on there. But for sure, give us a follow. You know what I mean? Check us out. We'll follow you back. But yeah, hit us up on there. Like I said, 401-375-0420, cannaconsults.org. We're here for everything. Whatever you need, we got you.
It's Growers Only Co. and it's fucking Canna Consults, man. It's
And we
been
appreciate you guys having us for sure.
Peace.
This is a blessing to be here. We definitely appreciate it.
lit. Of course, man. Anytime. Anytime. You guys are always welcome.
There we go.
Peace.
Peace.
I just got the illest thing ever.
What's up?
Arm wrestling tournament.